What's up, Tiger fans? I'm Anthony Romo here with a special player profile. I'm proud to be joined by Springfield Senior forward Alex Rothwell. Alex, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So, Alex, you made a big decision last week regarding your future. Just let everyone know about that decision you made and what your plans are.
I'm going to Westminster to play basketball. I'm going to major in pre-physical therapy, and I just love that place. And it felt like home. First time I stepped foot on campus there, I went back in the fall, and the guys were great. They made me feel welcome, even though it was only my first time being there.
So, you're joining the team coached by head coach Kevin Soroki, Westminster defending conference champions last year in the PAC conference. Just what is it about Coach Soroka that you love so much and made you want to join that program?
He's definitely a player's coach, and he made me feel welcome. And I just loved being there, and it was great. I'm thankful for him, and just reaching out to me and being able to play for him next year.
So a lot of local Valley basketball fans would know that Westminster is full of a lot of local Valley basketball talent, and someone that hits close to home for you is Drew Clark, class of 2020 at Springfield. Did he have any influence on your decision to go to Westminster?
Oh yeah, 100%. Me and Drew always used to go at it in practice. My freshman, sophomore year, his junior, senior year, and it's something that I wanted to build upon, and I wanted to play with him again, and so I'm really excited to be able to play with him again in my freshman, sophomore year at Westminster.
So what type of player in Alex Rothwell is Westminster getting?
I would say a hard rebounder. I'm not one to care about points as much, but I like to rebound the ball, and if I get it under there, I'll put it back up off the miss, or if I get one-on-one, I'll take it to the basket. And I think they're going to get somebody who plays hard and fights hard every day in practice and games in the weight room.
So growing up, Alex, who were some of your role models that really got you into the game of basketball?
I would say definitely my dad, my sister. We always used to play growing up and as kids, and I'd play versus my dad, and my dad signed me up for basketball from a young age. And me and my sister used to play in our front driveway. We have a hoop, and I would say that's something that somebody who drove me to play basketball and put me into this position.
So growing up, what was the part of the game of basketball that really made you fall in love with it and make you want to strive to be as good as you are today?
Well, I was blessed with height, and it's something that I always loved playing basketball, and it just it was a family sport. Like I said, me and my family, we always played it together, and I think that the family aspect helped me really get into basketball.
So it's your senior year now. Your team's off to a great start. You've been a part of many good teams during your high school career at Springfield. What's your greatest memory of playing for the Springfield Tigers? What's one memory that sticks out?
I would definitely say winning the district championship last year on our home court, something that's never been done before, and I think that's a special memory that I'll forever cherish. Looking back 20 years from now.
So take me back to last year, regional semifinal, your game after your district championship, 55-49 loss to Norwayne. You guys got them during football season. They came back and got you during basketball season. What has improved the most about this group since that loss last year?
I think us seniors, Jake, Bo, and Wary, we knew that we only got one more year and that we had to get after it. And, I think every day we look back at that game every day in practice, and we talked about it, and we're like, oh, I wish we could have done things differently that would have led us to winning that game. But I think knowing that we only had one more year was something that we knew we had to buckle down and focus up.
So, Alex, with three starters returning from last year's team that did make it to the regional semifinal, what has been the easiest transition with you guys with the new head coach coming in with Jeff Brink?
I think the flexibility of him being able to adapt some of his stuff to, we have similar names from plays last year, and he was able to make it easier and change the name to what we knew it as. That way it'd be easier for the football guys more so because, another great season by them. It was easier for them to remember those things and kind of fine tune them to get the ball rolling again.
So I can tell from being able to be in attendance at a good chunk of your guys' games this year that Coach Brink really brings a lot of energy on the sidelines to each and every game. How much do you guys feed off of his intensity that he brings to the game?
We feed a lot off of his intensity, and every time like a big bucket happens or we get a big stop or something, you look over and you see him. He's all fired up, and that kind of gets us going, and we're like, okay, like we got this, and we turn up the heat a little bit too, and we get more intense.
So going back to last Saturday's game against Ursuline, it was an amazing comeback victory that you guys had to keep the undefeated season alive. Being down 11 in the fourth quarter, just what part of that game really switched the whole tempo into your guys' favor?
Coach told us, at the start of the fourth quarter, he's like, all right, guys, we're going to have to start pressing here. Me and Bo kind of looked at each other and we're like, hey, can we run this? And he was like, all right, yeah, let's do it. And, I give a lot of credit to Ursuline. They're a well-coached team. They got a lot of good players. Panky and Payne's, he's a tremendous player, and he's only a sophomore, so he's got 2 more seasons after this. And, I think we just knew that we had to turn it up at the end of the game if we wanted to come back and win that one.
I think that last game was one of those instances where you were kind of one of the unsung heroes. Bo and Adam scored all the points in the fourth quarter for you guys. You were just out there grabbing rebounds and facilitating. On the year, you're averaging 12.6 points per game and 11.6 rebounds to go along with 2.6 blocks. Just individually, what is the biggest part of your game that's improved this year from last season?
I would probably say my post play. Coach Collins been working with me a lot, and he's fine-tuned some things, and he's made some changes to my game in order to make me a better player. And so I'll forever be grateful for having him here working with me this season.
So we've mentioned it before, you guys off to a 15-0 start this season, one of the best starts to a season that Springfield has had in school history. What makes this year's team so special?
I think we're a tight-knit bond. We're always talking. Like, we see each other in the hallways. We'll stop and chat. And, even after practice and stuff, we'll be talking in the locker room for a while. And, I feel like it's a family-like atmosphere. And I feel like that really helps us on the court, too.
And a little added-in thing, do you guys feel a little bit of added fuel to this start that you guys have had this season? You're off to an undefeated record through almost the whole month of January, but still no state recognition for you guys. You guys aren't even receiving any votes in any of the state polls. Do you guys kind of pay attention to stuff like that? And does that add a little bit of extra fuel that no one's really paying attention to you guys so far?
We're a smaller school, smaller division. It's harder to get recognition, but that's why you play games like the Ursulines and the Polands. So you get a chance to get some exposure to and open up people's eyes to see, that we're not just some small farm school, that, we can play some ball.
Being a multi-sport athlete like you are, also a good player on the diamond for the baseball team, just talk a little bit about their season coming up. Just what are your expectations so far?
We're expecting big things. We got a heavy senior class on the diamond this year, and I'm excited for it. I got to focus on basketball right now, but I'm looking forward to the springtime too, see what we can get done on the diamond.
So, Alex, one last question, just what are the team expectations going forward here? What's your goals?
We obviously want to take care of the league. We haven't won a league championship since 2016, and that's our main focus right now. And then after we try and get that league championship, we want to, win the district and hopefully move on to the regionals. And I think that this team's got a lot of high hopes, and the community's behind us, which the community at Springfield's great, and that's what makes it fun going out there on Tuesdays and Fridays, like going out there and playing big games in front of huge crowds.
Yeah, just how much do you guys really feed off of the community coming out to all these games? Almost the whole city's there. I noticed that last weekend against Ursuline. Just does that crowd really help fuel you guys up?
Oh yeah, it does. You know, I'm thankful that we have a community that supports our athletes. You know, there's other schools that they don't have a good community support from them, but like all our other sports teams are there. The whole community's there. I got a group of people that I say hi to pregame and stuff like that, and I think that's what fuels us is how many people come out and really support Tigers basketball.
Thank you for coming on, Alex, and good luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you.